Okay, so Mike and I went away for 3 or 4 days to Lanzarote, really to work on the purpose and the other parts of this document. And we spend a lot of time, or I certainly do, with my coaching clients. I'm coaching around 12 Ella clients at the moment, 1 non-Ella. And it's so important to really create the right purpose. But we went away to try and get the right purpose for us. I just wanted to go through it with you because, hello, Ola. Yeah, I'll sit here. The seat over there, next to Sue. Just to let you know, Ola is our webmaster, and we've asked him to come to one of our first meetings because he's keeping the website updated, and I wanted him to meet you and you to meet him. So, and I think this document now, and yesterday we were in Leeds, and we were talking to somebody that we're looking at as being a chairman in the north. And what occurs to me that this, I think it almost should be in the contract of employment. You know, that these are our values. If you understand them and you love them and you believe them and you want to be part of it, then that's great. But if you don't, and I talk to this with a lot of the organisations I work with, because it should be that if they don't keep to the values, the beliefs, or whatever you want to call them, then they shouldn't be with you and they should be fired. Because if they're not, then you're not got a cohesive group. So we worked on this. And I'm really quite excited by some of these things, and I just wanted to perhaps put them in perspective. So our purpose is to create an environment where leadership flourishes. So it's interesting, it's away from where we were before, but it's interesting to say when companies are failing, when there's lots of arguments and lots of firings and people are not staying in the company, it's because leadership is not flourishing. And so what we've got to continue to say, well, if something is wrong, you know, what will make that flourish? And we were talking on the train coming back yesterday. Well, what sort of things? So when you look at some of our values, one of our behaviours is to be inclusive. That when you're inclusive, leadership will flourish. If you're opaque, was the word you used, and if it's opaque, it's not flourishing. So you can use it in quite a lot of ways. I thought we might even do an exercise today on it, but we won't because we've got actually too much to cover. But just think about it. So our objective is the objectives that are actually on what is given to the Companies House and onto the foundation. So the objective stays the same, which is not quite as I've written it down here. We've got 2 really. We've got inspires leaders of charities and social enterprises to grow their organisation. We've got it inspires leaders of charities and social enterprise to be better than they ever believed they could be. That's our objective. That is our objective for the organisation, to help out the chief executives of charities and social enterprises and small businesses to be better than they've ever been before, and to ensure that their organisations are growing, and that they are growing, because if they grow, the organisations will grow. We had a number of values before, but I've cut it down to 4 because it's easier to remember.